old school jam happens at Woodward each year. And I've been going for the last 14 years, which is crazy to think about that number.
Yeah.
Like I rode professionally for 5, and I've been going to the old school reunion for, 14 of those. It's just insane. So one year, I kind of have a bit of a reputation. I don't know why, but people
who would know why.
People would see me on rooftops doing various different tricks, and the Woodward people were like, what are you doing up there? I'm like, it's an amazing view, the sunset's so... And why do you have your bike, Mr. Nourie?
Why?
They call me Mr. Nourie because they're very official. And I said, because I love my bike. This is my bike. I don't go anywhere without my bike.
There's a reason this bike is inside right now.
And then, exactly. I take it everywhere. And so, end result, I did this Miami hopper, which you just recently saw.
I did.
On top of the table, on top of the chairs, on top of a rooftop. Like, basically, right on the ridge, I put the handlebar on one side and the peg on the other. It looks sketchy as hell, like the photos, because there's a sunset and I'm on the peak of this thing doing a full, it's like the silhouette shot. It wasn't sketchy for me at all. I mean, I was like, worst thing would happen, I'd fall out and I would just tumble down the roof and fall off the ground. Like, maybe...
Worst case scenario is falling from the roof.
Right. Maybe a bruised rib, or, But, so I wasn't really that fearful, but I got this reputation.
Love it.
And so then the next year, I decided there's this really cool roof that came up, and then it had this big tower on top of the peak. And I was thinking I'm gonna climb on top of the tower and do it. So this is like adding another 20 feet to the whole Miami hopper wedge. That seems to be my go-to trick on these different ledges. So the same Woodward employee came by, Mr. Nourie, what's going on? And I got a guy with a full-on camera, right? So it's not like someone just with a phone. He's got a camera, he's got all his equipment, he's helping me climb up and handing me my bike, and she comes around and I'm like, I'm just checking out the view. I've heard that story before, Mr. Nourie. And she said to me, look, I don't want you to do it on this roof because we need to re-roof it, but you can do it on the other roof over here. I swear to God. And I'm like, really? I just got the signed off agreement. Like, I'm good. I can do rooftop freestyle at Woodward. I don't know who else has got that agreement, but I do. I quickly scaffold down. It was a little sketchy because I got up there somehow, but coming down, I had to like slide down this pole anyhow. Got down, went onto this other one, did my trick on there. And again, for some reason, I had this bit of a reputation. So the following year, I've been consuming some tequila, which only adds for the excitement.
Oh, sorry, good story start.
And the party ends at the bar, which is about this time, about 2 a.m., and everyone's been partying. A lot of the people go to bed, but not a few of the hardcore partiers. So this consists of Matt Hoffman, Ron Wilkerson, Brian Blyther, Pete Augustin, myself, James McGraw, and a few others that I can't think of off the top of my head. But there's probably a good group of 15 to 20 guys. We proceed to go to room number 43, which is the legendary Matt Hoffman's room. And I'm lit. Like, I'm not lit now. I'm lit. So seriously, when I'm lit, and I get that some people feel like I'm really in danger, and that's not even in my category right now. Because I'm safe. It's carpet. You got padded furniture and carpet. What could go wrong?
It's a hotel room.
Right.
So
What
the
could go
best part
wrong?
about this story is that Wilkerson and Matt are sitting on the couch in the room, and there's a queen bed with it's got the post and the railing around it. And the best thing about this room is it has the fire system, which is these poles that you can hang on. And you can swing.
That's why they put them there. It is,
They're
yeah.
like Gumby's gonna be swinging on these poles. I swear to God, they knew it. So Ron is just chilling out. I think
It's
they've
killing
been
me.
a little bit of spliff, you know, because they're really in a very mellow state of mind.
God damn it.
Seriously. So Matt and Ron are just in this altered state for whatever, however they got there, but they were definitely altered state. And Wilkerson kept saying, don't worry, Matt. It's just Gumby. He's swinging on your fire extinguisher. What is it? The fire lines. You know, it's fine.
Water tubes.
It's
I think
all
it's
good.
technical name.
Water tubes? Okay.
Water tubes.
Yep, that's
And
it.
I'm literally swinging, and they're like, okay, jump. And I like jump and land on the bed. And then I proceed to find a table with a chair, and I did a Miami hopper on top of the chair. They also had vaulted ceilings.
Yeah.
Nice advantage. And I'm doing this Miami hopper up there. And my friend Pete Augustin decides to pull the chair out from underneath.
No.
And there's a video of this on my Instagram. And I don't know how I did this, but I went from the Miami hopper to grabbing the pole as the bike fell off, because he was like, oh, I'm going to pull that. And I'm like, okay, Pete, yeah, right. Like, I thought he wasn't going to do it. He pulled it out. I grabbed the pole and I landed on the ground. All's good. Carpet, padded furniture.
Good to go.
Matt's update from Ron Wilkerson again was, don't worry, it's just Gumby doing a Miami hopper on top of your table on top of a chair. It's all good. So then I did a couch, and I took a whole couch and I stood it up. And I think I did also a Miami hopper wedge on top of the couch. And by this point, I probably met my limits. And the couch started to tip over. And everyone was freaking out. There was this one guy that was like, no, I think it was McGraw. This is not a good idea. This is really not a good idea. And I'm like, it's all good. It's carpet. It's fine. It's padded furniture. And I got in the wedge, and right when I got in the wedge, it was enough to tilt the couch. But when you fall, you just fall with it. You just wait all the way down. Like, you don't.
Yeah.
If you jump, that's
fall,
when
you fall with it,
you
honey.
just fall with it. Right down to the ground. I was fine. So then the next year, they
This is still
said,
going. How?
this goes over years. This story consists of about 4 years.
I think
So,
if I'm following correctly, we're at year
This
4.
year, I went there to check in, and they're like, again, I have a bit of a reputation. I don't know why.
Mr. Nourie.
I mean, Mr. Nourie, we have video footage of your damage to Matt Hoffman's room.
Oh.
And I'm like, really? Well, so honestly, the story is, there was that railing around the bed, and it was broken. I didn't break it. It was someone else that got on the railing, and they went right in the middle. They were amateurs, I gotta say. Because this is like a 2x2 across a span of 6 feet, and you're hanging in the middle? No. That physics are, even with 6 shots of tequila, I know not to do that. I was always on the corner. So I tried to get my way out of it, and they're like, well, we have video footage of you swinging on the bed frame. And I'm like, I never broke it, and I'll see you in court. So this year, nothing really went down. Only because I wasn't inspired by Karl. If you would have been there, you would have said, showtime.
I might have. I don't know.
That is an incredible
I'd have
story.
been. I might have just been like Matt and said, "Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's just Gumby swinging from the poles."
Yeah.
What an incredible story. Thank you for telling that.
They've accepted my shenanigans on a certain level.
Dave Nourie.
I really like you, buddy.
The great and powerful Dave Nourie.